If your espresso is tasting funky, it's probably not your beans. Your machine might be crying out for help. Probably one of the easiest ways to get better coffee out of your machine and to improve its longevity is to make sure your machine is well maintained. I'm going to go through the routine that helped my machine go strong for 10 years and keep going. And this does not have to take a lot of time. In the range of 2 minutes to maybe 10 minutes for a monthly cleaning is all you'll need. And most of the tools you can keep in the accessory tray in the back. We're going to divide this into 3 parts. So daily cleaning, weekly cleaning, and cleaning you can do monthly or every 2 or 3 months. First is daily cleaning. And there are 3 things that we need to do on a daily basis when you're done making your coffee. For our daily cleaning, we'll really only need 1 accessory, which is a coffee towel or a rag. You'll need this to be slightly damp. So the first thing is when you remove the portafilter handle, you'll of course knock your puck out. This portafilter should be clean and dry before making your next cup of coffee. So either use the rag to get the coffee out or rinse it under the sink. Before putting this back in, look up underneath your shower screen. You'll see that there's coffee stuck up there. If left unattended, this coffee will end up in your next puck and your next shot of espresso. Simply hit the single shot or double shot and you'll remove those excess coffee grounds. If you're making any milky drinks, so cappuccinos, lattes, flat whites, you'll be using your wand. You don't want to leave the milk left on the wand. Use your wet rag to clean off the steam wand, and don't forget to purge some water through your steam wand as some of the milk does get sucked up into the wand. All right, part 2, which is the weekly cleaning. This also only takes a couple of minutes, maybe in the range of 5 minutes. You will need a vacuum, so either if you have a small vacuum like this or the vacuum you use in the house. Your other components for weekly cleaning can be kept in the storage compartment back here. More specifically, you'll only need your single shot basket, the backflush disc, and the brush that came with your Breville. Once a week, wash out your drip tray. This does have coffee water in it, and I don't mean the coffee water some of you may be using to brew your coffee. I mean coffee water that came out of your machine when it backflushes. This can get pretty grimy if left unwashed. So once a week or so, clean this with some soap and water, reassemble, and place it back in the machine. Once a week, you may also want to backflush your machine. The Breville Barista Express does have a 3-way solenoid valve, which means the machine will suck up extra water from the puck down into the drip tray. This will take with it coffee water and some fines and grounds. These things can get stuck inside the solenoid valve. This backflush process does not have to be done with detergent. Remove the double shot basket, place your single shot basket in with the blind disc. No detergent or tablet is needed for this. Turn on the machine, reinsert the portafilter basket with the single shot and the blind disc, and hit the single shot or double shot button. Let the machine run past its pre-infusion range up into its peak pressure range. Let it sit there for about 10 seconds, then kill the shot. You can do that 2 or 3 times if you want, but even once is fine. You'll see the water that comes out of the drip tray after using the backflush process is quite dirty. And the last thing you probably want to do about once a week or so is clean out the grinder. This doesn't need to be a very deep clean, but something that gets out all the coffee grinds that are left in there. Small particles of coffee left in the grinder can actually go rancid within minutes, certainly within a few days or a few weeks. Cleaning the grinder is quite easy actually. Turn off the machine and unplug it. Remove the lid, twist the center column to unlock it. Remove the grinder. Use the brush to loosen up any particles of coffee and use a vacuum to clean out the top chamber. You can then remove the upper burr. I would suggest turning the dial of the grind setting to as coarse as possible to allow some extra room. Lift the silver handle and twist counterclockwise. With the upper burr removed, brush it with the brush that was given in the Breville box and vacuum the lower chamber as well. Reassemble in reverse. And don't forget to set your grind setting back where you had it. Lastly, monthly cleaning. And by monthly cleaning, I don't mean on the dot every 30 days. These are things that you could probably do once a month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. For example, changing the filter in your water tank probably needs to be done once every 3 months. Remove the water tank, empty it, remove the filter holder that came with it. You should have got at least 1 or 2 of these filters with your machine. If not, they are available online. They do need to be soaked in water for about 5 minutes before using. Remove the old filter, discard, take the new filter from the soaking and place it into the filter holder. This then just goes back in the tank. Fill the tank and replace it back on the machine. If you know you live in an area with hard water, you might want to do that maybe every 2 months. The other thing you might want to do is clean certain components of your machine with Cafesa or some other type of coffee cleaner. Areas where we can find coffee that we don't think of include underneath the basket, in the portafilter, and actually underneath this plastic disc. You can also get coffee stuck in the channels of the spouts. And one place that we don't often consider coffee can get stuck is actually underneath this shower screen. Your machine will have come with an Allen key. You can keep that in the storage section at the back. Use the Allen key for the screw that's in the center of the shower screen. Remove the screw and the shower screen. You can see actually how dirty it gets. You'll need a bowl with fresh water and some coffee detergent. Add a tablet into the water, let that dissolve. While that's dissolving, you'll need to disassemble your portafilter. Remove the basket. Remove the spouts by turning counterclockwise. The plastic disc actually comes out as well. Use a small object like a chopstick. On the underside, find the plastic ridge and push with intention, and that plastic disc will come out. Look underneath, you'll see and feel the coffee oils and coffee residue. Drop everything into the bowl. You might as well drop the screw as well. Let that sit for anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes. When it comes out, you'll see the difference from the before and after. And take a look at the water that's left behind. Reassemble your portafilter handle by inserting the plastic disc first, your basket, and then carefully screw on your spouts. To reassemble the shower screen, place the screw in the shower screen first. Take the entire assembly and replace that with the Allen key. Tighten the screw. For a more in-depth and deeper cleaning of the grinder, check out the video in the link. The last and most obvious cleaning schedule is the prompted cleaning. When the drip tray signals the empty me, the obvious thing to do is empty the tray. You'll also have 2 other prompts that are indicated by the clean and descale light. If it's on steady, that implies it requires a descale schedule, and if it's blinking, it requires a clean routine. Check out this video on how to get into the clean programming schedule and how to get into the descale programming schedule.